watching the monument take shape for years. You've been working on it much longer, since 2002. Are you happy it's over?
Oh, no. That's like saying you're happy you're going to die. Endings for me are like, I always say, like a woman's pregnancy. When it's over, she's happy she's had the baby, but there is a thing called postpartum depression. That is that she's no longer carrying the child. I'm not a finisher, I'm a starter. It's always the next project that we're working on. That's what's exciting to me. Is it nice to see and having gotten it finished? Is there a sense of accomplishment? Is it more than I ever could have thought? Yes.
Are you satisfied with the finished product? Does it look like you want it to look?
What's interesting to me is how much I learned doing the project. For example, the other day I watched people walk into the monument for the first time, and it was amazing seeing these heads disappear, like going underwater. Primo Levi talks about a similar concept in his book about Auschwitz. He writes that the prisoners were no longer alive. They weren't dead either. Rather, they descended into their own personal hell. I was reminded of these passages while I watched people walk into the monument. It's not every day you see people disappear into something that appears to be flat. Watching them disappear, that was amazing.
And you hadn't planned on that effect when you designed the monument.
No. You pray and pray for such accidental results. For example, the sound. I had no idea the sound inside would be so muted. When you're in there, you can't hear anything but your own footsteps. Or the ground. We didn't want to use any materials coming from the soil, because blood and soil was the moment that separated the Germans from the Jews in the 1930s. So
Is there anything that you don't like about the monument?
It's a little too aesthetic. It's a bit too good-looking. Now, I said all along that I wanted people to have the feeling of being in the present, an experience they never had before, and one that was different and slightly unsettling. The world is too full of information, and here is a place without information. That is what I wanted.
But you were against the building of the center of information below the monument, weren't you?
It's too full of information. Here is a place without information. That is what I wanted.
You were against the building of the center of information below the monument, weren't you?
I was. But as an architect, you win some and you lose some.
Who is the monument for? Is it for the Jews?
No, it was never intended for the Jews. No, for me it was never about guilt. When looking at the Germans, I've never had the sense they're guilty. I've encountered anti-Semitism in the United States as well. Clearly, the anti-Semitism in Germany in the 1930s went overboard. Clearly, it was a terrible, terrible time in history. But how long does one feel guilty? Can we get over that?
Their generals each came forth before their armies and said one to the other,
Are monuments more than history?
battle can only weaken victor and vanquished. Let us cast lots. And he showed the Romans his twice-bloodied sword.
Is it your intention with this monument to highlight the shameful nature of white violence? My name is David Glover, and I will be performing Hamlet Act 2, Scene 3.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? Oh dear, what can the matter be? Oh dear, what can the matter be? Women are starting to vote.
An incomplete list of things black people should avoid doing in order to not get killed by police. Walking, running, driving, facing police, turning your back to police, carrying an illegal firearm. Carrying a legal firearm. Not carrying a firearm at all.
And the one who bore the axe tore from the victor's brow the laurels crowning the murderer and gave them back to him who bore them, and cast over the Horatian's head the cloth dyed as black as night to which he'd been condemned, because he needlessly had killed.
Who was the monument for? Is it for the people?
Your victor is dead, never to be forgotten so long as Rome shall rule over Alba, but forget the murder as I, who am the most bereft, have forgotten him.